It's 6:33 in the morning and it's quite warm outside. It's 5 plus and I'm on my way to school again. It's 32 days until we leave for Spain. It feels unbelievable. Called my dad yesterday. He's the family's still quite sad about the death, but he's still quite excited that I'm coming. So that's a plus. I'm so looking forward to driving in Spain and to be doing all the fun stuff that I've been looking forward to for a year and a week or something like that. It's like a year since we came home from Spain to the day, and it feels awesome to have the tickets in my hand, know that I'm going to be on the road soon. I was talking to this guy yesterday in the YouTube comments. He was like, I can't really hear you, and so I asked him at what part, and he's like, in the whole video. And it felt quite strange because I edit the videos. I know the sound levels. The sound levels are half of what they should be. So there's no missing sound or anything. It might be quite lacking in color, depth and stuff, that I know, because there's not much light. It's so dark outside, it's unbelievable. But sound, there's no problem with the sound. Or sometimes it goes up in the noise volume, but I mean, I can't do much about that. And I don't think that's going to be a problem when we're in Spain. I think it's gonna be chill then. Don't mind the hairdo. I just woke up this morning and just ran to the car. I'm on my way back from lunch. I took a sausage or hot dog. I watched a video yesterday that really blew my mind and made me they made me excited for my 1,000th sub. It was Philip DeFranco, if you don't know who that is. He's a big YouTuber. I'll put something up there for you. And he talked about the new changes that YouTube are making. The changes are that the featured tab that all of us use who are using YouTube is the most popular videos right now, blah 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 blah. But if you are a user with 1,000 subscribers and regularly put up videos and it's not spam and stuff, then you can be eligible for a feature there. So you can get featured in the featured tab on YouTube, which is awesome. I mean, that's like going from 1,000 to 100,000 or whatever in just a couple of days if you get featured. Or just that you could get a couple of million views in a couple of hours, which would be awesome. I'm so looking forward to going to Spain right now. I'm sitting here thinking about it. I was talking to, don't remember who I was talking. Yeah, I was talking to another guy in school the other day. We were talking about where my dad had apartments and stuff, and the usual, what it costs to live there and what it costs to eat there and what it costs to drink bigger and whatever. And he's like, you gotta hook me up with a place there. He's 55 or 56 years old. He's thinking about his retirement. He's like, I'm gonna rent an apartment there from you if it's a nice place for the rest of my life. I'm like, I haven't even gone to Spain and gotten the apartments yet. I already have one customer or rentee. What do you call a person who rents your place? Your attendee, your, I don't know. Can't, I think I know. I can't recall the name right now. But I have one. That's awesome. I have one person that's gonna rent the place from me, from Sweden, for the rest of his life. And I told him the places are next to the beach, you know, everything to sell it. I'm not gonna give him because he's renting for a long time. It's the same with everything. If somebody's renting something for a short amount of time, you got to make more money, because it's the same duties you have to do after the person leaves the place. You still have to clean up. You still have to hire somebody to clean the place. You have to make sure it's done. If something's broken, like a lamp or whatever, you have to fix that. You have to put it out on wherever you have them put up again, and so weiter. So, I mean, when you have somebody living there for a long time, you don't have to do the extra things. You don't have to push up the prices. I'm here. That's awesome. I thought I was gonna show you the way I walk up every day. As I'm going up there right now. I don't have anything in here. I was sitting listening to music and talking on the phone just before I started recording. This YouTube thing, I was pretty excited when we started, because I watched a guy called Jimmy the Hobo. He started vlogging, or whatever you want to call it, in September. I don't know if you can call what he does vlogging. He started making videos in September. I think it was August or September. It's a couple of months ago. He has 30,000 subs. 30,000. That's a lot of subs. And it got me excited to do this, because I thought, if I could get that, 30,000 to 100,000 is where I'm aiming at, because that's, I've done the calculations. If you have about 30 to 100,000 subs, you're making sufficient amount of money. I don't need to do anything else. Plus, us having the apartments in Spain, plus us having a cheaper life cost, or living cost and stuff. Food is cheaper, rent is cheaper, everything, almost everything is cheaper in Spain. The only thing that isn't that cheap there is, you know, phone plans and internet plans and stuff. But I mean, that's if you get everything so cheap. I mean, even gasoline is cheap. It's like it's 14 kroners in Sweden, which is $1.50, and it's 90 cents euro cents in Spain. 90 euro cents. That's unbelievable. I remember growing up when it was 70 euro cents in Sweden, and everybody was like, oh, let's go. Let's drink the fucking gasoline. But it's cheap there. And with 100, I expect 100,000 subs to be equivalent to a normal income of a household. I'm on my way home to pick up Amanda. We're going shopping. We're going to a new place you haven't seen yet. It's called Cash. It's the equivalent of like a Walmart or something. Really cheap food and items. So that's nice. I was just thinking today, sitting in the machine, like, what is the right amount of time to do a video? Because I like these segments of me talking, but I don't want them to be too long and too boring. What is too long? What is too boring? Is the question. How long is the right amount of time for a video? I think a maximum of 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. That said, I have videos I subscribe to that are upwards of 40 minutes, and I still watch it. Why? Because I like the content. And do you think this is exciting enough that I could do 20-minute videos a day and you would still watch? That's the question I have. Because when we come to Spain, it's going to be a lot of videos and a lot of scenery to show you guys. And I mean, snippets of 10-15 seconds here and there are nice and all, but I want to show you like the whole thing. Also, I want to get personal, but I don't know how personal to get either. I have a lot of backstory. I can tell you, like the video store we had a couple of years ago going bankrupt, and having a store, having your own business, talking about that and my life, my upbringing, which was dramatic in some senses, but still good in others. I've learned a lot of stuff when I grew up. I learned a lot of stuff growing up. Some of them were kind of hard, like trusting people. You shouldn't trust people too much. That's a hard one. And learning who to trust. Really, I've trusted. I had a friend of mine. We shared an apartment for a year. Then one day, the landlord comes there and sees his room, and his part of the apartment is like trashed. He had a pile of ash and cigarette butts in a part of the room. I mean, a pile was like a half a meter tall. I don't know what that is in inches. Half an inch or something. No, half an inch can't be. I don't know. About half a feet should be something like that. I don't know. A half a meter. Do the calculations on your own. 50 centimeters or 5 decimeters. Anyways, so he got tossed out of the apartment by the landlord, which is illegal in Sweden. Yada yada yada. This guy was a new landlord. I don't think he knew the rules, but the guy got thrown out of the apartment. I stood there with like 7,000 Swedish kronor, $750 a month to pay in rent. I didn't have half of that. Well, I had half of that a month. But he tosses the guy out. The guy steals half of my stuff. Well, he didn't steal it, really. I trusted the guy to take them and lend them and give them back to me. And then he just disappeared. His Facebook, he got blocked. Well, he blocked me on Facebook. He didn't answer my calls. His family didn't answer my calls. Like I'd made some big mistake. I wasn't the one who'd, you know, I'm a cleaner person than he is. That said, I'm still a slob most of the time. That's why I feel ashamed of filming in front of my disc, for example, because I feel like I don't have it that neat as other people do. I don't know. I'm not a neat person like that. I don't like picking up stuff all the time. That's just me. Well, that's who I am. So that's a little of like sharing from myself. I think it feels strange sharing with the camera when I know I think there's 14 views on the latest video, which is number 16 or 7. I think, I don't remember. this should be like number 20. Woohoo, 20. I did not think we would go that far. We've almost been doing this a month. It's insane. Like, I remember New Year's Eve, like going around with my camera filming stuff, feeling strange because who am I doing this for and stuff, thinking about who's gonna watch me celebrate New Year's Eve with my friends. But it's awesome, people are watching. I hope you're enjoying watching our live, and it's just gonna get more exciting from now on. I can bet you anything on that. We're in the car again after shopping.
After eating dinner, we ate dinner at Max.
Not me. At a
No.
hamburger restaurant
Yeah.
named Max. And it was good cooking. Tomorrow is, I think, my last day at school.
I hope so.
I hope so as well. It's been a nightmare the last month or two.
Yeah.
A friend of mine called when I was at school today. He wanted me to fix his computer. So on Saturday morning, I'll wake up, eat my breakfast, and go straight to Helsingborg, which is one of the biggest cities in Sweden. It's the 4th or 5th biggest
Yeah.
city in Sweden. That's going to be cool to show you a little bit of Helsingborg, whatever. So that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
What are you doing this week? The rest of the week?
Well, I'm going to try to wash the dishes. We have a cloggage in our
Pipes.
sink pipes. So when I start doing the dishes, it starts to fill up the sink with water, and I can only wash the dishes in like 5 minutes. Then it's all filled up with water, so I have to wait.
Yesterday I went into the kitchen to pour some water on something. It wasn't even 5 minutes. I stood there like a minute or two filling up, and it filled up, and I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a YouTube search on homemade cloggage cleaners.
Yeah.
Let's see if I find something.
I need to fix it.
Because our landlord won't.
No. Won't do it.
He's a very lazy person.
Yeah. I'm going to build a BB-8 that we bought that.
It is not BB-8. R2D2.
Oh, it's R2D2. The other day we bought R2D2 model that you can build with tiny pieces, and I'm going to build that, and I think I'm going to do that this weekend, and then I'm going to start a live event this weekend too.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
With what game?
I think Minecraft. I'm gonna start off with that. So
She has a second channel, which is just her gaming.
Yeah. So and I play Minecraft, The Sims, Call of Duty.
You've never played any other game than Minecraft yet?
No. Not on the channel. It's only Minecraft yet. But there will be more games to come.
As soon as we can get our hands on an iMac 5K, she'll be gaming every day.
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
filming.
Oh yeah. So that's my goal, to get an iMac. 5K, 27 inches.
Yeah, the other one is called 4K. iMac 4K is 21.5 inches.
Yeah.
So we're just heading into another part of Helsingborg. We were in the outskirts of Helsingborg earlier, called Hyllinge. Hyllinge. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but so now we're in a part of Helsingborg called Ödåkra, and this part has like a shopping center part. When you saw us being at IKEA and stuff, that is all here.
Yeah.
It's called Väla. The part of Helsingborg is not called Väla. It's called Ödåkra. But because of the big shopping center being called Väla, that makes the area. Oh, do you want to go to Väla? But maybe you don't want to go to Väla. You want to go to Media, or you want to go to IKEA or Systembolaget or Elgiganten or whatever.
Yeah.
We are just on our way back. She's so tired. She's falling asleep over there, listening to my voice. It's been a good day. Tomorrow, hopefully, is my last day at school. If I don't get the internship, which I don't think. I mean, he's gonna have to pull a rabbit out of a hat if he does that piece. So we'll just have to see. I feel like such a bad vlogger, video maker, creator, because we don't have content as other people do. But I mean, at the same time, we don't have the money as the other creators do either. Like when I started to watch Casey Neistat, he was going around in helicopters and getting free electric skateboards from companies and stuff. Well, it's not really the same position as I'm in. I come from a family who didn't have anything. If I asked for a comic book when I was little, I was like, no, you've already spent that on candy. And I never ate candy. Well, some very few times I ate candy. To see them having everything is not that strange when they have so much money. I mean, I saw some video of some YouTuber. He said he'd made $110,000 or something a month, and he's like, oh, that's not a lot of money. That's what I would have done if I was working as my normal job. And I'm like, well, $10,000 is a lot of money to me. I'd be super happy with a one-time payment of $100,000 every 5 months or something. 5 or 10 months, give me $100K, man. I don't know how much you would think is suitable to live at. What dollar amount or kroner amount or euro amount or whatever currency you have in your country. What is too little, what is too much? In my case, I've lived on, after my rent has been paid, I've lived on everything from $250 to $500 a month to, do stuff with. That is not a lot of money. Let me tell you. You can't go out eating with that amount of money. Now, we both have incomes, so we can do stuff. I remember 2 years ago, I had a job. I made a good income. and I still didn't order food out. I didn't do anything. I didn't live. But I wasn't happy either. I worked, then I got home and I saved money and it wasn't fun. I was stuck. Nowadays I'm going to school. I make a little money, but the little money I make I can spend on whatever I want because I'm home most of the time. It's not like when I was working. That was pure torture. I was away 12-14 hours a day. It's not fun. I'd rather be making videos every day, putting out content, and making $10,000. I mean, that guy didn't even have a lot of followers or subscribers. He had, I think, if I remember correctly, he had 30,000 subscribers, something like that. Not a lot of people. Well, it depends on what you think is a lot, but 100,000 subs gives you about 10,000. I think, if my math is correct in my head. I'm very tired right now. Sometimes I mix the subscriber to view count in my head, and it's not the amount of subscribers that is the important part. That's true. It is the amount of views. If you get, it's the CPM, cost per mil, which is about an average of $2 per 1,000, $2 per 1,000 views. So if you average that and you have 30 million views, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of views without doing a math. It's a lot of views and it's a lot of money. If 100,000 people watch you every single day, that's the thing. Well, it doesn't even matter if, let's say, 90,000 people. It's still a lot of money. I'm getting way in money right now because thinking about the trip, we're going to Spain without money, as we've said. We don't really have an income. So to be going there without an income, and we're going to be there for 2 months. I can say it's going to be very hard and very easy. Because we have internet, we have food, my dad's going to pay for a lot of stuff. So I don't have to think about much. I'm going to go to my grandma's house and eat good food, drink a good beer, take it easy. But that's only a part of it, because you want to go out to do things and go to places, and when you don't even have well, we have money to buy a bus card. That bus card maybe lasts a couple of days. Okay, that's $200, and we let's say we're going to be there for 2 months. That's 60 days. If in 5 days you waste $20, $200 goes away pretty fast. And in my calculations, that's all we have. If we are really lucky, $200 is all we have to go with. That's the with. In my calculations, I can take out some money from YouTube before or in Las Palmas. I hope so. I hope so very much that this is just the beginning ride in the car until we sit 1 year from now in a big fancy car in Las Palmas to Gran Canaria. I don't have to think about money, nothing. I can just live free and stop discussing it, because the only reason I discuss it is because I don't have it. People who talk about money are the people who don't have money. People who have money never discuss money. For example, if you go to a restaurant and you have somebody twitching and wanting to go to the toilet, or asking how much things cost, and if I lose this, how much am I going to save? That person doesn't have money. The person with money is just going to go for what they want, drink what they want, whatever. Right? there was this speaker years ago. He said he went to a really fancy hotel. He wanted something to eat. Did not find a menu. Called down to the reception. The receptionist answers, ring ring, hello. Hey, it's me in 420. I can't find a menu. I'm kind of. I have kind of sweet tooth. I want something to eat. Oh, just tell me what you want, and I'll fix that for you. Okay? Whatever I want, whatever you want, sir. I want strawberries with cream. It was the middle of winter, and I think it was New York City or somewhere in the northern part of America. And he's like, yeah, we'll fix that. We'll be less than an hour, or less than a half an hour, or whatever. And the guy's like putting his phone down and like thinking, the guy didn't even give me a price. This guy had a lot of money, so I imagine it didn't really matter. But if I remember the story right, it was like $300 for a awesome bunch of strawberries with cream. But still, the thing to be able to do something like that, to be free from money, I think that's real. I think that's free, but I've never been free like that. I had like I won the lottery. One day I got a call from the government, and they're like, "Yeah, you have 8,000 kroner or $8,000 just waiting here to get delivered to you." And I'm like, "Yeah, very funny. Who set up this call?" And he's like, "No, sir, it's for real." Gave me his number for the company, his name, everything. I could call the department of the government to ask them, like, social security part. Because of some problem, they paid me too little, like $200 a month for years, too little. Not including tax and whatever, right? So I got 8,000 after. I got 100, I think I got 140 or 120,000 Swedish, which is $12,000 or $14,000 approximately, which was a lot of money. They had to pay it out to me in 2 months. They could not send that much money out to me in one swoop. It would have been too much money. That's how much money they sent me. That was awesome. I had a couple of months there. I didn't have to care about money. I went buying anything and everything I wanted to buy. That was so cool. That's the reason I have a driver's license and I have a car. So that felt amazing, to be free like that. I didn't have to go to Social Security anymore. I didn't have to do anything. It was I ended my company, the video store I had, in May that year. This happened in like the last days of December. I got the money like the 20th of December, and then in a couple of days into January that year, I think that was 2013, and it felt so good. And thinking back to when you listen to these guys talking about extreme amounts of money and freedom from money, I think I know what they mean, and that's why I say I think that's freedom. I know that happiness does not come with freedom, but freedom is I think it's a good way to go to get your happiness as well.